Welcome to the Nürburgring Drift Cup Finale 2024. We have chilled weather conditions, but the action is going to be really hot as we introduce you to a new layout.
Ja, das Layout ist wirklich sehr toll. Es ist halt ganz neu für uns alle, wird jetzt das erste Mal gefahren und jetzt im Training ist noch ein bisschen tricky. Ich fahre jetzt das erste Mal seit 7 Jahren wieder.
Wir waren schon öfters hier am Drift Cup. Ja. Ich habe 2018 Clubklasse die Meisterschaft gewonnen, 19 Vize und dann war ja Corona und jetzt sind wir halt mal wieder hier. Ja.
C'est un tracé qui est assez intéressant. Bon là on n'a pas un temps idéal forcément, donc on n'est pas très rapide. Il faut vraiment freiner la caisse, il faut vraiment accélérer au bon endroit, donc ouais c'est quelque chose de pas mal.
Very crazy, it's a fast entry and we go very slow down in the corner to return the track. It's the rain, very slippy, it's tricky.
Le tracé est assez technique, oui, l'épingle là, c'est assez particulier parce que c'est assez loin du virage. Donc il faut vraiment prolonger sa glisse pour arriver à venir chercher l'épingle.
Es ist schon ein bisschen tricky, dort vorne beim Umsetzen das richtig hinzubekommen, den Punkt zu erwischen, weil ich bin meistens immer zu schnell und da muss ich jetzt erst noch ein bisschen trainieren, damit ich das richtig umsetzen kann, wieder zurück im neuen Layout.
I really love the track, especially when we do the fast layout. It's really technical, it's fast, I really love it. But I think this layout is really good for training to tandem together. And that's what I need to practice a lot, so that's why I come here.
Idéalement, ce serait déjà de faire un podium, ce serait super sympa. Après, on vient surtout pour le fun. On a fait tout le championnat, donc on a participé aux 2 premiers rounds, 3 premiers rounds, et on est 4e là actuellement.
Aktuell bin ich auf dem 15. Platz, also bin ich raus aus dem Championship. Aber Tim und Melvin, meine beiden Teamkameraden, sind Platz 4 und Platz 5. Also für die ist es dieses Wochenende auf jeden Fall sehr wichtig.
Wij hopen op het einde van het kampioenschap toch met een beker te kunnen naar huis gaan. Maar we gaan het nog moeten bewijzen hier. Het is niet dat ze die beker zomaar geven. Dus ja, we doen ons best en we kunnen niet meer doen dan dat natuurlijk. Hè.
So we want to introduce you to the track in the thermal vision. So that's the flick entry. You can see tires are getting really cooked this round. We have to go through the Goodyear corner, then have to slow down the cars in drift, go to a roundabout, then do a transition, accelerate once again, even shift up in the next gear. So, and then we go back to the Goodyear corner once again. Tires are really going to get cooked in this round of the Nürburgring Drift Cup. Let's take a look at the top 3 qualifiers of the Nürburgring Drift Cup Club class. Third place went to Charles Orichier in his 100 JZX Toyota Chaser 2J under the bonnet, 550 horsepower, smoking up the rear tires as he has a really nice line through the Goodyear corner. Now breaks it down into the roundabout, keeps the car really nice in motion because the JZX is a big and heavy car. Now he re-enters the Goodyear corner, nice on the line. He scored full style points with this run, 92 points, third place in qualifying, Charles Orichier. So second place in qualifying, Melvin Clear, True Power Drift Team with his BMW E92 335i twin turbo setup. Nice entry into the corner and a really good line. Now he enters the roundabout. On the handbrake, slows the car down nicely in angle, keeps it fluid in emotion. Now he transitions into the Goodyear corner once again. Small hesitations as he has to shift up in the third gear. And now he's on the exit, smokes up the tires, second place, Melvin Clear, nice done. And top qualifier with a score of 95 points, dominating force in the club class. Dylan Mouchneau in his BMW E36 M50 Turbo. He's the widest at the outside as he can get. Now he enters the roundabout on the handbrake, stays wide and fluid in the drift. He re-enters the Goodyear corner, one of the fastest car in the paddock. Dylan Mouchneau on an absolutely flyer with 95 points, earns first place in qualifying. And with a look of the 16 remaining drivers in the club class and some small interviews, we go into the battle action here at the Nürburgring Drift Cup Finale 2024. for the top 8 now. In the Nürburgring Drift Cup Club class we have Dylan Muschno against Robin Swaneburg. Similar chassis, but a huge difference in the drivetrain. Dylan Muschno accelerates into our big flick entry to the Goodyear corner. Nicely done by Dylan Muschno. Robin Swaneburg has problems staying close because Dylan Muschno has a really fast car, 550 horsepower. Now they enter into the roundabout. Swaneburg is close but makes a big mistake. Has to shut down the drift. Now he has to reinitiate. Huge mistake by Robin Swaneburg, and Dylan Muschno does what he did in qualifying. He is on a flyer of a lead run. So Swaneburg now with a big mistake and a really deficit in points. Now they go into the second part of the battle. Swaneburg in the lead, Muschno in the chase. He is closer than Swaneburg was, leaves a little bit of a gap before the roundabout. That's what the judges asked them to do, because now when they break it down he is close. But Dylan Muschno makes the same mistake Swaneburg did, keeps it in drift with the power, and now he has a mistake once again. Swaneburg continues his drift in the lead line, but Dylan Muschno with huge mistakes in the chase. So one more time, Dylan Muschno in the lead, Robin Swaneburg in the chase. Muschno with a big flick entry into the Goodyear corner. Nice angle, wide to the outside line as the judges asked him to do. So Swaneburg is closer than he was before, is in the attack mode, but makes the same mistake in the roundabout. Keeps the car somehow in drift, but has a huge deficit in his chase run. Dylan Muschno continues on a really nice drift and has now a big advantage in this one more time. So now Dylan Muschno has to chase down Robin Swaneburg, and I guess he will be not this kind of aggressive in the roundabout, leaves a little bit of gap, copies the line of Swaneburg really good, is in between 5 meters. Now they enter into the tricky roundabout area. Dylan Muschno is aggressive, stays in drift, powers through with a big clutch kick, as you can see in this onboard camera perspective. And now he pushes Robin Swaneburg towards the finish line. Dylan Muschno aggressive in the chase and gets the win over Robin Swaneburg. Next one, we have Frank Vorderhake in his LS-powered BMW E36 against Dennis Peistrup from the True Power Drift team with his BMW 335i. So Frank Vorderhake, known for big angle and big smoke. Not the kind of aggressive entry, but then goes into huge angle immediately. Nice on the line. Dennis Peistrup stays a little bit away from Frank Vorderhake because now he wants to be aggressive in the roundabout, and you can see what the drivers are struggling with. They have to break it down and shift down at the same time as they enter the roundabout. Peistrup with a huge mistake. Vorderhake continues through and has a big advantage over Dennis Peistrup in this part of the battle. So now they switch positions. Frank Vorderhake has to chase down Dennis Peistrup. Peistrup has more power, but Vorderhake is really on a flyer move now. He is aggressive, is really close. As you can see, he pushes Peistrup into the roundabout. Aggressive from Frank Vorderhake, stays in drift with a rolling burnout, but the rear tires keep on spinning. Peistrup with a nice line opens the door for Vorderhake, and now Vorderhake catches the sidewall of the E92. Once again, Vorderhake aggressive and into the top 4 at this round of the Nürburgring. Next top 8 battle is Melvin Krier against Tim Wagner. Battle of the teammates. True Power was really a force in the club class this season with 3 cars in the top 8. They battle it out now. Who goes to the top 4? Melvin Krier in the lead, Tim Wagner in the chase. Krier with a really early flick entry. Nicely done. Takes lots of momentum with him as he is on a real good line towards the roundabout. Breaks it down now. Really consistent in drift the car. And Tim Wagner with a huge mistake in the roundabout. Yeah, we have seen this quite a lot in the battles, because when you go too tight on the line, you have no room for your car and you are not allowed to punish the drift of the lead car in some kind. So now it's time for Tim Wagner's lead one. Melvin Krier has to chase him down. Battle of the teammates. As I mentioned, True Power is really going strong in the club class. Tim Wagner creates a huge gap, fast entry, but goes off track with 1 tire. But that's not a problem in this round. The judges say when 2 tires go off, you have a 0. Melvin Krier in the roundabout shuts it down. Same particular area as every driver has struggles with the roundabout. Melvin Krier with a big mistake. Tim Wagner had a mistake too as he went off track, and Melvin Krier got the win from the judges. Next one is Gabriel Bernard against Luc Metz, some French drifters in the battle. Gabi Bernard, M3 powered E30, and Luc Metz, the reigning champion of the club class. He was last year's champion in his beautiful BMW Z4 M50 Turbo, 500 horsepower, powers through the Goodyear corner. Nice on the line. Gabi Bernard has problems staying close to Luc Metz. Now they enter the roundabout. Let's have a look. And they do it really, really nice. Gabi Bernard with a small struggle gets really, really slow, and the gap goes on. Luc Metz creates some huge distance. Nice lead run of Luc Metz here. Gabi Bernard with problems. But now Luc Metz has to chase the slower car of Gabi Bernard. Gabi Bernard was a hill climb racer, and now he went into drifting in his BMW E30. He puts on a nice line, and Luc Metz is chasing him down really, really hard. Stays close as they enter the roundabout. Luc Metz with a small correction in the car, but now with all his 500 horsepower keeps the Z4 in drift. Small struggle as he has to shift up in third gear, but now he starts to push Gabi Bernard over the finish line and gets the win from the judges. Luc Metz goes through to the top 4. So first battle of the top 4 is Dylan Mouchenot against Frank Vorderacke. And they leave the line. Dylan Mouchenot in the lead, Frank Vorderacke in the chase. Mouchenot with a big and early entry into the Goodyear corner. Vorderacke cuts the line a little bit to stay close to Dylan Mouchenot. As you can see, he is 2 meters more on the inside because Dylan Mouchenot has a really, really fast car, and Vorderacke tries something to get close to Dylan Mouchenot. Even in the roundabout, Vorderacke on the inside line, but loses some momentum. And that's when Dylan Mouchenot uses all his over 500 horsepower to create a gap over Frank Vorderacke, as he has problems staying close with Dylan Mouchenot. So now Frank Vorderacke in the lead, Dylan Mouchenot in the chase. Vorderacke not as aggressive on the entry as Dylan Mouchenot was, but now he's nice on the angle, but too far on the inside. Goes a little bit over the curbs. The judges ask them to stay mid-line of the curve, or even at the outside, so now they are in the roundabout. But Dylan Mouchenot does a great job here in the roundabout. Keeps the car in drift, copies the line of Vorderacke. Really, really good. Pushes him over the finish line and goes on into the final. Dylan Mouchenot is on a mission. Most dominant driver in the club class this season. Next battle is Melvin Krier against Luc Metz in the top 4. Who goes in the final and who has to battle it out for the third place, we will see. Melvin Krier leaves the finish line. Early entry, as we saw it all the rounds from Melvin Krier. Luc Metz has problems staying close with the really, really fast car of the True Power drift team. Melvin Krier nice on the line as he enters the roundabout. Goes a little bit over the curbs, but really, really nice through the roundabout. Keeps the momentum. Now he re-enters Goodyear corner. Luc Metz has problems, a small correction as he has to shift up in the next gear, but now he's close to Melvin Krier, but cuts the line to get the proximity done. Judges were really, really harsh on this. So now they have to switch positions. Melvin Krier is in the chase of Luc Metz BMW Z4. Luc Metz early and big entry into the Goodyear corner. Melvin Krier copies the line really, really good. Leaves a little bit of a gap, but in this area, Melvin Krier was one of the fastest car the area before the roundabout. He closes the gap to Luc Metz. Nice line shift up, but Luc Metz, really pushes it down with 500 horsepower. But Melvin Krier overall gets the win because Luc Metz had some major mistakes. So now we have battle for third place, Frank Vorderacke against Luc Metz from France. Vorderacke was really on a mission this year. Really consistent, good results in the club class, and now they enter the Goodyear corner. Late entry of Vorderacke, but big angle and big smoke. As you can see, Vorderacke has some true power in his BMW E36, his LS powered engine. Luc Metz again with problems in the roundabout. Has to stop drift and reinitiate, and Frank Vorderacke creates a huge gap. over Luke Metz and has a big advantage in this part of the battle. But now he has to chase down Luke Metz. He has more power than Frank Vorderhake, but Vorderhake has at least the same amount of torque. Vorderhake late at the entry once again. Luke Metz aggressive and nice on the outside line. Vorderhake with some hesitations there, had some corrections. Luke Metz really working, and they have contact as Frank Vorderhake hits Luke Metz in the side because Luke Metz shut it down, and the third place goes to Frank Vorderhake. Nicely done. Win the battle against Luke Metz. Now time for the big finale here at the third round of the Nürburgring Drift Cup. We have Dylan Mouchenot against Melvin Krier. Dylan Mouchenot, dominating driver here in the 2024 season. Creates a huge gap over Melvin Krier as he leaves the start line wide on the outside. Lots of smoke, lots of angle. Dylan Mouchenot shuts into the roundabout. Keeps the car really nice in motion. Takes the momentum with his. Melvin Krier has no chance getting to the side of Dylan Mouchenot in any way. So Dylan Mouchenot on an absolute flyer here as he was in qualifying. That was nearly the same run he did with 95 points yesterday. So now they have to switch positions. Dylan Mouchenot, known for his great and aggressive chase driving. He copies the line of Melvin Krier really nice at the entry of Goodyear Corner. Pushes him towards the roundabout. Dylan Mouchenot is close and at the side of Melvin Krier. Now he breaks into the roundabout and he pushes Melvin Krier around the track. Huge and nice transition. Dylan Mouchenot is on the side of Melvin Krier. Really aggressive. Nicely done by the Frenchman in his BMW E36 and gets the win in this round of the Nürburgring Drift Cup. Dylan Mouchenot, as I mentioned, the dominating driver this season. So that's the results of the third round of the Nürburgring Drift Cup.
We hebben de grip, de vorderen nog aangepast, de bandenspanning aangepast tegen Dylan, ja. Er is nog echt meer grip erin gezet, maar uiteindelijk is Dylan echt veel sneller. Hij heeft echt veel meer vermogen. Dat is gewoon echt een prestatiekwestie.
Today, this morning, I had still problems with the engine, so it was up and downs. But in the end, it went all good. I mean, second place, I couldn't be any happier. Third place in championship, amazing weekend.
Alors, c'était vraiment bien, on s'est bien amusé. Je pense que c'était le plus beau battle de ma vie. C'était vraiment super. On a passé un bon moment avec les copains là, c'était cool.
So now it's time for the pro class here at the Nürburgring Drift Cup, round number 3. Let's kick into the action with third place qualifier Uwe Sehne in his Sport Auto BMW E36 M3 Supercharged. Big entry of Uwe Sehne, goes really nice into the angle. Lots amount of smoke here. Uwe Sehne on a nice line into the roundabout. Gets a little bit wide, but stays in drift really nicely. Now transitions back into the Goodyear corner. Nice on the line. Uwe Sehne really is on a good run. 92 points. Third place in qualifying for the Sport Auto driver. Now second place, Mr. Big Entry himself with a score of 94. Johnny Folk, big entry, almost backwards here into the Goodyear corner. Nice angle, nice amount of smoke in his Sestino tires BMW E36 with a V8 under the bonnet. 450 horsepower, the Screamer Beamer from the Netherlands. Johnny Folk transitions back into the Goodyear corner. Small hesitations here as he has to shift up, that's why he only scored 94 points only, haha. Big run of Johnny Folk, almost crashes into the guardrail at the exit. And first place in qualifying goes to François Garcia from France with a big run of 95 points. And fun fact, he scored this amount of points twice. So nice on angle, nice on the line. François Garcia pours in a lot of smoke here. Tighter on the roundabout as the other two drivers. So he scored big points on the line, almost full score and full score on the style judge. So 95 points overall for François Garcia from France, first place in qualifying. And with a driver's presentation and some interviews before the top 16 actions, we kick off the Sunday afternoon here at the Nürburgring Drift Cup finale. it's time for the top 8 now of the pro class here at the Nürburgring Drift Cup. We have Francois Garcia against newcomer Melvin Lacamper in his BMW E36 Turbo. So Francois Garcia, big entry into the Goodyear corner, but Melvin Lacamper is close, cuts the line a little bit to get the proximity, not on the same amount of angle as Francois Garcia is, and now they enter the roundabout. But Melvin Lacamper does a huge mistake, stops drift here in the roundabout. Francois Garcia takes a good line out of the roundabout and into the Goodyear corner once again, as he did in qualifying all the time. So Francois Garcia has a big advantage over Melvin Lacamper, but now he has to chase down the BMW E36 as they enter with a big flick into the Goodyear corner. Francois Garcia is a little bit off the back of Melvin Lacamper, but copies the line really good. Lacamper with an early break into the roundabout stays tight. Francois Garcia with a mistake, but keeps the back tire spinning somehow. Melvin Lacamper creates a huge gap over Francois Garcia and exits the course. Francois Garcia has problems staying close. Ooh, that's a tough one, so they had to call it one more time. Francois Garcia once again with a big flick, huge amount of angle into the Goodyear corner, nice line, huge amount of smoke. Melvin Lacamper has to struggle a little bit, but stays close with Francois Garcia as they enter the roundabout once again. Melvin Lacamper with a big mistake, shuts the car down in drift, stops it completely. Francois Garcia continues through the run and gets a huge advantage over Melvin Lacamper. So now they switch positions. Lacamper accelerates fast and aggressive off the start line. Big flick, not as big angle as Francois Garcia was. Francois Garcia has a little bit of problems staying close with Melvin Lacamper. Enters the roundabout on a little bit of tighter line. Now he's in the game on the back of Lacamper, but he has more momentum out of the roundabout and creates a gap over Francois Garcia. But he had the big mistake in the first run, so Francois Garcia goes through the next round. Next battle is up. Denise Ritzmann against the anti-lag weapon of the Netherlands, Niels Visser Vibo Drifting team, against the lady in the BMW E30 with the LSX under the bonnet. Denise Ritzmann, big flick entry into the Goodyear corner. Niels Visser is aggressive and close on the back of Denise Ritzmann. She shoots out of the Goodyear corner, enters the roundabout wide and nicely. Visser is close, pushes her around the track. Nice transition done by Niels Visser, but now he has some problems getting close to the back of Denise Ritzmann. Copies the line really good, but is not that close as he wanted to be. Now they have to switch positions. Niels Visser is on an absolutely rocket because this 1.5 JZ under the bonnet creates over 800 horsepower. And he accelerates into the corner, big flick, and he creates a big gap over Denise Ritzmann. She has problems staying close with the rocket of Niels Visser, and he enters the roundabout on a wide line, opens the door for a good chase of Denise Ritzmann, but she has some hesitations, has to stop drift. Yes, she misshifted in this run. So Visser gets the win because over the 2 rounds he had the better score. Niels Visser goes through. Next one is up. Arunas Atkochunas against Olli Harsch. Arunas Atkochunas in his BMW 1 Series Coupe with a double clutch transmission system. And he has to battle it out with Olli Harsch, the man with over 30 years experience in motorsport, in his BMW E36 M50 Turbo. Harsch on a nice line. Arunas Atkochunas is in the mix, is close with Olli, but has a big mistake as he enters the roundabout. Has understeer, has to shut it down in drift, reinitiate. So huge advantage for Olli Harsch here. And Arunas Atkochunas with another big mistake in his chase run. And we have a championship on the line as well, so Olli Harsch has to score good because the championship is really tight. He leaves a little bit of a gap at the entrance of the Goodyear corner. Maybe some tactical driving because Olli knows he can get the proximity in the roundabout. Arunas Atkochunas is on a nice line here. He enters the roundabout really good. Olli is a little bit closer to the tires, so he creates the proximity, but now has to leave a gap once again. Yeah, the creepy car of Arunas Atkochunas is fast, but over the 2 rounds, Olli Harsch goes through because Arunas Atkochunas had major mistakes. Next battle is Uwe Sehne against Christian Schirmer. Uwe Sehne, yeah, he wants to earned the championship this year, so he has to lead first against Christian Schirmer in his Subaru Impreza with a 1J under the bonnet. Yeah, quite a cool mix here at the Nürburgring Drift Cup. Uwe Sehne, a big initiation into the Goodyear corner and creates a huge gap over Christian Schirmer. Now they enter the roundabout. Uwe Sehne takes lots of momentum, lots of speed with him. White line, nice transition, and he creates even a bigger gap out of the roundabout. Christian Schirmer has no chance of staying close with Uwe Sehne in his Sport Auto BMW. Huge advantage for Uwe Sehne as he has to chase down Christian Schirmer now. But Uwe is a really, really good chase driver, aggressive and smart. So now he enters, is closer than Christian Schirmer was in the previous run. Attacks nicely here out of the Goodyear corner and into the roundabout. Uwe Sehne is close at the rear end of Christian Schirmer, pushes him around the roundabout, leaves some room for a transition. Now Uwe Sehne is really starting to gain some pressure off Christian Schirmer and earns the win. So next one is up. François Garcia against Niels Visser. François Garcia, the man with a huge amount of smoke and angle, but not the fastest car in the paddock. And Niels Visser, huge amount of smoke as well, but the fastest car in the paddock. So now we will see how Niels Visser adapts of the driving style of François Garcia. Aggressive and lots of clutch kicks of Niels Visser. As you can see, copies the line and is close with François Garcia as they enter the roundabout. Niels Visser really starts to put on some pressure of François Garcia, leaves some room, and Garcia makes a huge mistake, shuts the car down in drift, and a huge advantage in this run for Niels Visser as he continues through. Big mistake from François Garcia. And yeah, the car of Niels Visser eats cones alive, so now we have to switch it up. François Garcia has to try to chase down the 800 horsepower rocket of the FIBO drifting team and has at the entrance already a big gap. Niels Visser puts on the high speed mode as he exits the Goodyear corner, but has some problems. Has a big correction at the exit of the Goodyear corner and almost shuts it down here in the roundabout. François Garcia tries to stay close here, but has no chance because Niels Visser is a really fast driver. But they have to go one more time because both have big mistakes. So now big entry here of François Garcia, but overshots it as the car swings back into the Goodyear corner and he spins out. So big mistake of François Garcia. Niels Visser had no chance but spinning the car himself to avoid a crash. So now they switch positions. Niels Visser leads François Garcia and creates a gap at the big entry already. So there's a gap of 10 meters and now Niels Visser puts on the rocket mode in his BMW E36. So he enters the roundabout nice and tight, keeps the momentum. Now he transitions into the Goodyear corner once again, transitions, shifts up, and François Garcia has no chance because Niels Visser is way too fast for the E92 and Niels Visser goes through to the next round. So now we have the battle of the buddies. We have Uwe Sehne against Olli Harsch, and this one is a big one for the championship. As Uwe Sehne leads, Olli Harsch has to chase, and Harsch has almost 100 horsepower less than Uwe Sehne. Leaves a little bit of a gap here at the entry, so 10 to 15 meters gap between the two of the guys, and now Uwe Sehne is into the roundabout. Nice and wide on the line, leaves the door open for Olli Harsch, and he cuts the line a little bit to create some proximity, but Uwe Sehne puts the hammer down and creates a gap once more here over Olli Harsch. Olli Harsch has problems staying close, but now they switch positions. Olli has to lead and Uwe has to chase him down. As I mentioned, championship on the line here. Uwe Sehne, big entry. It's a little bit tighter than Olli was in the Rectol Oil BMW E36, and now Uwe starts to put on some pressure. And this goes and even too close. Gets a big hit in the back from Uwe Sehne. Olli Harsch got spun out by Uwe Sehne as he hit him in the back. Big and untypical mistake of Uwe Sehne. He's known for his aggressive chase driving, but not for such big mistakes. Overshot it here at the entrance of the roundabout. Got some horrible understeer as he shot out the Goodyear corner way too fast. So Olli Harsch goes into the final round. So battle for the third place now. We have François Garcia against Uwe Sehne. Uwe Seehner has to win this battle to get the champion of the Nürburgring Drift Cup, but first he has to chase down François Garcia because the Frenchman wants to claim the third place on the podium as well. Big entry from François Garcia as always, big amount of smoke. Uwe Seehner almost blinded, can't see where François Garcia is and overshots it once again. Uwe Seehner gets a big mistake here once again at the same part of the track, overshots it, gets a big hit in the back. François Garcia stays in drift and continues on. Uwe Seehner, almost threw his championship appearance here away as he gifted the victory almost to François Garcia. But we have a second part of this battle as well. Big advantage for François Garcia. Has nothing less to do than keep the car in drift and stay close to Uwe Seehner, and then he will get the win. So nice copy of the line of Uwe Seehner, and Uwe Seehner shuts it down once again in the roundabout because he can't put the car in gear. Bad luck for Uwe Seehner, and third place finish for François Garcia. Nicely done for the Frenchman in his BMW E92. Third place. Well deserved. So we come to the big finale, championship on the line. Olli Harsch has to win this battle against Niels Visser, who wants to claim the first place of the podium as well, and the Dutchman is really on a flyer as he exits the start chicane really fast, creates a big gap already. Olli Harsch cuts the line and even the entry a little bit to get somehow of proximity, but has no chance of staying close to Niels Visser, and he enters the roundabout. Really nice white line. Olli dives into the pocket, creates some proximity there, but the gap opens once again as Niels Visser puts the hammer down and shuts away with his 800 PS BMW E46 1.5 JZ. Now they switch positions. Big advantage for Niels Visser. Now Olli Harsch enters with a big swing into the Goodyear corner. Niels Visser is aggressive, as you can see, penetrates the e-brake really hard, even shifts down, and now he shuts it down. What happened there, we don't know. Olli Harsch has to continue drifting and now re-enters the track. So what the happened here? Niels Visser, I don't know. Olli Harsch gets the win here at the Nürburgring Drift Cup, even opens the door in celebration. And what a bad luck for Niels Visser. His throttle buddy left the chat, so that's why Olli Harsch got the win.
Les battles se sont bien passés, on s'est vraiment amusé. Au départ on était vraiment peu venus pour le fun, après on s'est qualifié premier. On est parti, de fil en aiguille, on n'a pas compris, on est arrivé en demi-finale, donc ça s'est super bien passé, c'était génial.
De concurrentie vond ik juist hartstikke leuk, omdat er ook wel Franse jongens bij waren. En juist een beetje meer rijders van andere landen lijkt me juist hartstikke leuk. Want het is gewoon, diversiteit is goed, omdat je met meerdere mensen kan winnen, wat gewoon leuker is.
The whole day I drove the same tires, but before the half final I changed my tires and I had not that grip with the tires before. It was very hard to battle because we always struggle with the tires and we don't have the setup what we want to have, so it's a little bit luck I think too, but I'm champion.
So that's a wrap for the 2024 and the 10th season of the Nürburgring Drift Cup. With a look at the championship standings in the club class, dominating driver Dylan Mouchenot is the new champion, and in the pro class is Oliver Harsch, the new champion of the Nürburgring Drift Cup, as we are looking forward to the next year because we are going back for the 11th season of the Nürburgring Drift Cup at the end of April 2025. See you all back then in spring next year. Bye bye, and thank you for all the good drifts and the emotions.